Hey Cancer, it's Meg with Padmes, and I'm doing your energy check for July 2021. Checking out your energy for the next few days here, next week or so. And we're calling in our angels and guides at the highest vibrations of love and light, because I don't want to talk to anyone else. Calling in our highest angels to be with us. I'm calling in Archangel Samuel, Archangel Gabriel, and I pulled a couple of overall energy cards for you, Cancer, and the first thing that I got was Skunk Spirit. Know your worth. In the next few days, I feel like you're going to be faced with some kind of decision, and this is a decision that you would have made differently in the past, but this very well could have to do with a child. What I do think that it has to do with is just something new that is coming to you. It can be a new relationship, but it's a new endeavor. And here's the key card too. And I feel like this knowing your worth has a lot to do with knowing yourself. And even knowing yourself when someone possibly made you doubt yourself in the past. And I feel like there's a lot of healing that's happened since then. And so when faced with this question or this opportunity or this new relationship or new endeavor, what you healed from in the past actually helps you do that right now, because you know yourself. You're the one who has all the information. So that's the overall energy that's coming through just right off the bat. But let's go ahead and do an old wise tree spread and see what's going on with you, Cancer. What's going on in the next few days here? Here we go. Wow. Okay, Cancer. First of all, you got a lot of major arcana here. So this is no little feat this next week or this next few days here. Knowing your worth has been a huge lesson. I don't even feel like you necessarily didn't know your worth. I feel like, Cancer, you are working in your strength so much that sometimes it just feels normal to endure. But what is coming up is that you don't have to endure anything. You can, because you're strong enough to do it, but you don't have to. And knowing your worth knows that you don't have to endure. You don't have to suffer. Sometimes when we're that strong, it's like, well, I'm not suffering, I can take it. But ultimately there's this part that's taking it. Just because you can doesn't mean that you have to do that. Okay, there's something else going on here, Cancer. First of all, here's this Queen of Wands reversed. None of the queens are quite happy when they're reversed. And this Queen of Wands, what I'm hearing is she feels entitled to something. I want to go ahead and clarify that, Cancer. She feels entitled to something. Tell me what she feels entitled to. Whoa, she feels entitled to the house. This Queen of Wands feels entitled to have a very solid foundation. This house also has this archway, so this really is about longevity, committed relationships. And this very well could be you, Cancer. It also could be somebody that you're dealing with, but this energy is really strong. The thing that's weird about this is the Queen of Wands, she knows her worth and she knows that she's entitled to this house, to this celebration, to this longevity. But because this Queen of Wands is reversed, it's like she knows it, but she's pissed off about it, or, you know, feeling defensive about it, because when we feel defensive, that we feel like somebody can take it away. When we have knowingness, we just know we have it. But she's feeling defensive. So there's something like kind of even being on the fence, being on the edge, knowing that she deserves it, knowing that she wants it, but not quite stepping into her worth just yet. Yeah, let's go ahead and just clarify all these two. Okay. So the next thing that I'm seeing is this Page of Swords. Page of Swords this is where all the energy is coming from. This is something that was heard. What I'm hearing too is it was something that sounds safe. It sounds safe. I'm even hearing it sounds sound. Like this is the beginning of a strategic plan that sounds like it makes sense. That's a go, like that it's a go. I also feel like this Queen of Wands has, in the past, has had dealings and issues with feeling stable. And when I'm talking about stable in this sense, I don't mean emotionally. I am talking about like living situations, maybe growing up living situations, or maybe traveling a lot, or moving from home to home a lot, or something like that. There's some kind of non-grounded feeling here, and that's why this queen doesn't feel like she knows she defensively deserves this, but in her field it's still like, but I don't know what that feels like yet, so I can't ground into it. But there's some kind of conversation or thought process going on right now that feels solid and sound. Very possibly this opportunity up here. You know, I feel like there's someone who is going to ask you to move with them, or be with them, or move somewhere with them. And let's get into that a little bit, because it feels like, here's the deal. The next thing that I'm seeing is the heart of the situation, and we've got the Death card reversed and the Emperor reversed. This person, when I see the Emperor reversed, I feel like the aspects that come from them are not the strong, powerful aspects so much as the tyrannical aspects, the like trying to control because they don't feel fully in control, being a little bit more forceful. Like the alpha male doesn't have to be forceful. His energy says that, right? Or masculine energy. But the reversed emperor, or the person who's trying to be alpha, sometimes overdoes it because there's something inside them that knows that they're not. They're trying to kind of like fake it till they make it, or kind of thing, or just put on a particular facade, like they're smarter, faster, more abundant, whatever, just more than they are, whatever it is that they feel like they need. But what it looks like in this situation is that there's a cycle that's not complete with this reversed emperor. So first I want to clarify this death reversed. What's going on? There's also, you know, I feel like it's possible that this reversed emperor, this energy, this doesn't feel like your energy, Cancer. It feels like someone else's. And it feels like they could still just This could be them watching you. This could be them reaching out and wanting to have a conversation with you. And they're still coming from that same energy though. But this is them not being complete. It's very possible that they're the ones who are procrastinating and closing this cycle. Let's take a look at that. Wow. Here we have the key again. So this looks like someone is coming forward to talk to you about something from the past, like kind of a new wave of energy around it. But then the key comes up again, and this is about you knowing yourself. This is also about them giving you some information. You know, Cancer, I feel like you have the information already, but they don't think you do. And I feel like they're going to tell you like it's going to be a big shock or a big surprise. But the surprise is, whether you let them know that or not, you already know that. And part of it's because of what you observed, part of it's because of things that you've heard, and part of it's because you're psychic as fuck and you know. Let's look at this Emperor reversed. And the Bear. They're trying to have more control than they actually have, or they're trying to have more power, or they're going to talk to you about stability of some kind. Wow, and happening now and into the near future, this person's not ready to move on yet. This is not ready to close the cycle yet. They're also wanting some information from you. And it looks like they're wanting to start something new, and they're also wanting to heal the past. I want to look at this Page of Swords. Like this is the, I mean, I would even say this is kind of some lighthearted communication. Somebody's dipping their toe in to see if, you know, what the response is going to be. Right. The snake is often the other person in a relationship, like the third party. It feels like they're wanting to talk to you about that. And your higher self went through it, really went through some grief and sadness and upset around the situation. Here is the Gentleman. This is the masculine energy. I feel like this is the person that caused this grief and upset, or the grief and upset that you had was around this person. Your angels and guides are talking about the star. Now, here's the deal. Here's the star. Here's the Two of Cups. And here's the Lovers in your trajectory. Those are all indicators kind of by themselves, but all three together, those are indicators of kind of like a soulmate situation, star situation, perhaps a twin flame situation. It looks like in the past there's been some kind of reconciliation. But it looks like reconciliation with a friend. That is not. That could be a soulmate. But in the past, I feel like that's what this was about for you. Let's look at the star. This star card too, your angels and guides are talking about your highest and your greatest potential. And when I clarify that your highest and your greatest potential, look at all these sunflowers. This is the Tree card. This is getting back into your hope. It's like having your hope return to you, having healing return to you, really going into some deep centered healing space, which I feel like you've done. I feel like this broke open some crazy stuff, and it's almost even like you'll be indebted to this person. No, I don't want to say that out loud. Not indebted, but you're ever grateful for this person opening these things for you. It looks like there were things from the past that were still needing to be addressed that you may have never addressed had this not happened. But now you're in that place where you are going through deep healing. Your angels and guides are talking about your hope returning, even seeing the world as beautifully as you saw it at one time. I feel like there's some I don't even want to say heaviness, but it does. It feels a little like a layer of heaviness that you're still walking through, coming out of. Yeah, and this is like release the idea that this cycle is complete, but also release the idea that you are, there's unfinished business here. There's unfinished business here. There's unfinished business with this hope. This hope coming back. Let's look at that. The crossroads. There's a decision that needs to be made. And, you know, I want to ask about that decision. What about that decision? That decision has to do with how you want to focus and direct your energy. Who do you want to give your time to? Who do you allow? Who do you allow access to you? Who do you offer your cup of love to? Your advice card is talking about true love, soulmate, kindred spiritship, and celebration around that. This is also reconciliation. There's resistance to abandonment specifically. Having resistance to abandonment when it comes to romance. So not just past. This was an abandonment situation. I want to take a look at this present time energy up here. We've got the Seven of Swords. It's reversed. So for me, this is some sneaky monkey, lies and deception, deceit. It happened in the past. You know about it. And then here's the here's the Eight of Pentacles, but it's reversed as well. So it's like there was some sneaky monkey. I feel like somebody didn't want you to know what was really going on. They were keeping secrets, but secrets about a lot of things. And they didn't want to put the effort in to let you know what they were. They didn't want you to know. And that's when the child comes in too. I feel like someone's coming to tell you what they were, but I feel like also this isn't going to be a shocker for you, Cancer. I feel like you already know what it is. And I don't think it's just one thing. I think it's a couple of different things. And ongoing things. No surprises, not new really. But they didn't want to tell you because they have this facade that they need to look like they're all together, put together, but this is going to make them not look put together. Your trajectory is the Lovers. This is, again, making a decision in love. Here's the moon and the Norman. This is romance. This is about romance. I feel like someone is coming in to talk to you about romance. Talk to you about, I feel like a possible new beginning. Not just a new beginning. Yeah, it is. It's a new beginning, but it's a reconciliation. I want to ask a little bit more about this trajectory, Cancer. Two cards are coming up. We've got the Tower. We've got the Hierophant. I feel like somebody is divorcing. I feel like somebody is ending a relationship and trying to level up a relationship with you because they've ended something. I feel like also this person has gone through a Tower moment. And they're kind of realizing they're kind of realizing what they really want now. It looks like there's been some very much non-communication. It looks like there's been some very much cutting off. No, yeah, not talking back and forth. This Queen of Wands reversed. I feel like she is working through some stuff. And this is about negative self-speak, but this is feeling negatively about this person, or at least feeling like this person has said negative things to her or lied to her. She doesn't trust them. She's been abandoned and she doesn't trust them. And all she wants to do is feel solid, safe, and secure, have that longevity, exactly what this house is. I want to look at more of your advice, Cancer. This is about manifesting into the future. You've already manifested some things that are coming your way. And so if this is what you are manifesting, you're already getting it in a big way. It's already coming in. Yep. One huge way to open to receiving is just say yes. Just say yes to the universe. Yes, I receive this. Yes. That is your heart chakra opening to receive. Wow. We've got the Lovers reversed in your advice that just kind of popped out here. And I feel like this is about, in your trajectory, you've got the Lovers card. It's about making a choice in love. And this is about saying no to one thing and saying yes to something else. And you've got the key twice here. You already know so much. You know so much about yourself. You know so much more about this situation than this person thinks that you do. You already know so much more just from healing the things that have come up. I want to ask your angels and guides for some more advice. This is a crystal angel oracle deck. Cancer, Charwhite, spiritual protection. You're being watched over and protected physically, emotionally, and energetically. And Kyanite. Make time for self-care. Taking care of yourself is essential right now. That's speaking to the healing aspect of all of this. What that's not speaking to is trauma. Just saying. Let's pull one more of these. Call it bear and read. Animal spirit. your worth. Wow. And snake spirit, time to heal. This is the second time you've gotten a snake here. In this way, snakes are healing and they shed their skin and they go through those cycles. And that is a lot about what's coming up there. There's a lot of reevaluation that's going on. There's a lot of change that's going on. I kind of want to know what this person, how they're going to come forward toward you, Cancer. And this is the second time this has come up. This doesn't feel complete yet. I'm not emotionally ready to move forward. Wow, and there's your star card again, talking about divine union. Has this person coming toward you. And here's the King of Cups reversed. So they're still coming toward you in that reversed Emperor, reversed King. This person's emotionally manipulative, or at least they think they are. They want to live in possibly a world that you created in the past, but they want to just drop right back into it. They miss it. They don't want to reflect on what happened in the past. I don't feel like they really want to talk about it. I don't feel like they even really address it. And I also feel like if they get defensive, they'll act like they're not coming forward for what they really want. They'll like back up and act like that's not why they're really there. They're testing the waters out. They want to see what your reaction is. They want to see if you moved on. I also feel like they're going to say they want a whole lot of stuff with you, Cancer. They want you to drop your guard and believe what they're saying there, but yeah, they're sneaky monkeys. There's something about what they're saying that they're not planning on following through with at all. Their idea of commitment is not the same as yours. I feel like they still feel like they're on the battlefield, like they miss you, they miss what you had. They also know that they may have ruined it. They're not acting like that. I even feel like they'll say it's your fault, but it's not. It's not. I gotta tell you, Cancer, you dodged a bullet. Can this person come correct? They don't even really understand what they would have to do to come correct. They have a mask on that is so... I feel like they have such a deep understanding that they need that mask that it would be really difficult to get them to take it off. They don't want you to see that. I also feel like you saw it and they couldn't take it. You saw the truth and they didn't want you to see it. They're hoping you forgot. I don't really feel like you're going to give them a second chance, Cancer. Looks like you closed the door. All right, Cancer, this is what I have for you. Let me know how that resonated. Like and subscribe and tell me what's going on with you. I'll be back in a couple of days to check in and do your love reading. Until then, take care, and I'll talk to you soon, Cancer.